short and maybe not so sweet. She says, my husband no longer insists, okay? When I say no to him in bed, he just turns around and falls into deep sleep. Wadau, what does that mean? Kwani nagongewa? Girl.
What do you mean?
Not everything is equals to something else. You know, sometimes they just okay. It's very confusing when you tell someone consent is important, no means no, and then when you say no and they actually follow through by accepting your no, you're like, guy, mbona nanikata? Na najua tunapenda kukatiwa, tunapenda kutongozwa, tunapenda kuambiwa sweet nothing, unataka but it's your husband or your partner, okay? Not anyone. Not anyone else. I mean, in the comfort of your relationship. Unataka kudekezwa kidogo, ubembelezwe kidogo, but huku nje maybe don't be bembelezing. Nikisema no means no, okay? Umesikia? No, I said no. Katika ndoa, katika relationship, you want to be dekezwa kidogo, right? You want to tease a little bit. You want to be like, oh my God, not today. And then he tells you over. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think it can be very confusing when we have, as women in this age of feminism, when we keep saying that, hey, no means no. And even in marriage, no means no. You have rights to a certain extent, but my body is my choice and I choose to do whatever I want to do with my body. That means I can allow you in when I want you in, but other than that, no. So that can be a bit confusing messaging if you are trying to play, if it's a play, right? If you're playing, right? If you're teasing, if it's like back and forth type sexual banter or whatever you're trying to do, it can be very confusing if you're not clear on what you want, right? Tell your partner very clearly, hey, sometimes, you know, it's just a no, but sometimes I want you to tease a little bit. So yeah, just like weigh your options. But it's very confusing. Can you just be honest with what you want, or be smart and just schedule it, right? Schedule it. Unasema Monday, no. Tuesday, yes. Wednesday, no. Well, Evo, schedule your sex, because you are two grown-up adults in marriage, and this is actually, you're denying coitus to your partner can be an offense that can be put up to court, and someone can sue you for it, okay? So let's try and be more deliberate with what we're saying, because if you're always also saying no, you know, to whose benefit? So you're saying no, but you're angry. You're the one who said no. Nikki. So yeah, figure out a system that makes sense other than this, because this is clearly not making sense in your family.
Maybe the thing that throws you off is that, you know, give me when I want, and if you don't want, then, you know, no. Like, there's no conversation about, hey, I'm not in a mood right now, but, you know, maybe we can try later, maybe in the morning. So it's one of those things of, okay, cool, whatever. And it's just, umesema no, sawa, nivo, imeisha hapo, which can throw you off, because like, hey babe, see, we talk about this. I'm saying no right now. I'm not saying no forever. Also, you turning around and sleeping and not even checking, okay, are you okay? Is it a headache? Is it a what? Yeah, I understand how that could throw you off. So just have that conversation about it and say, hey babe, you know what's happening. Sometimes I like the lead up, you know, to sex. I like small things. We've been teasing all day. We've been doing things. And then we culminate all of it with that act of making love. See ati, oh, geuka. And I'm like, oh, what do you mean? And they're like, oh, okay. Now we have attitude. Tunadu, what are we doing? So just, you know, talk to him. Or maybe there could be practices that are influencing the dwindling sexual activity.
If you don't act, we have hands.
It could be maybe unakuja na simu kwa kitanda. Unagonga TikToks 5 in loud volume. By the time unageuka melala. That's our next segment. Let's get into Wellness Wednesday.